This is happening in the United States right now, and it is only getting worse. Over 200 million Americans are bracing for what meteorologists are calling the most severe winter storm of the season. Temperatures are plummeting to minus 45 degrees Celsius. Entire cities are shutting down. Thousands of flights have been canceled. This storm is unlike anything we have seen in years. Stay with me, because what is unfolding across America is both extraordinary and terrifying. Welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, hit that subscribe button because we break down the extreme weather events shaping our world right now. Today, we are diving deep into the massive winter storm that has turned much of the United States into a frozen danger zone. By the end of this video, you will understand why scientists say events like this are becoming our new reality. Let me paint you a picture of what's happening across America at this very moment. A powerful winter storm is sweeping across the United States from west to east, starting in the Rocky Mountains and pushing all the way to the Atlantic coast. This is not just snow and cold temperatures. This is a multifaceted weather catastrophe combining three deadly elements at once: heavy snowfall, catastrophic ice accumulation, and Arctic air bringing temperatures that can kill exposed skin in minutes. Right now, emergency declarations are in effect in 18 states and Washington, D.C. We are talking about states from Texas all the way up to New York, from the Dakotas to Georgia. That is an absolutely massive area. In Oklahoma City, up to 30 centimeters of snow is expected. In Dallas, Texas, a city not built for winter weather, forecasters predict up to 1 inch of ice accumulation. That might not sound like much, but imagine every tree branch, every power line, every road surface covered in an inch-thick layer of solid ice. And the cold? In the Dakotas and Minnesota, wind chill temperatures have already dropped below minus 45 degrees Celsius. Meteorologist Jacob Asherman said, "Without proper clothing, this can lead to hypothermia and frostbite very, very quickly." But here's what makes this particularly dangerous. This storm is hitting regions that rarely see this kind of weather. Cities in the southern United States simply are not equipped for this. So what makes this storm so unusual? Why are meteorologists calling it extremely dangerous and unusually large and severe? First, it is the sheer scale. This single weather system is impacting more than 170 million people. That's over half of the US population. From the southern Rockies to New England, from Texas to Boston, this storm is touching nearly every corner of the country. Second, it is the combination of hazards. Meteorologist Jacob Asherman called this a mean storm, and here is why. It is being fueled by two separate moisture streams, one from the Pacific Ocean and one from the Gulf of Mexico, while at the same time a high-pressure zone is pushing frigid Arctic air from the Rockies eastward. This setup is concentrating moisture and cold in the same place. Think of it like this. You have moisture colliding with extreme cold, creating the perfect recipe for both heavy snow and dangerous ice. Third, it is hitting areas completely unprepared for it. Parts of Louisiana, Mississippi, and Tennessee are expecting catastrophic ice accumulation up to 2.5 centimeters thick. These are states where winter storms of this magnitude are rare. Their infrastructure is not built for it, and their residents do not have the experience dealing with it. New York has over 1,600 snowplows and 114,000 tons of salt ready to deploy. But what about Dallas? What about Memphis? These cities are facing conditions they might see once every decade, if that. Let's talk about what makes this storm life-threatening right now. In southern and central regions, catastrophic ice formation is the primary concern. When ice accumulates on trees and power lines, it does not just sit there. Ice is heavy. A branch that can easily hold snow can snap under the weight of ice. When those branches fall, they can pull down power lines. Brandon Buckingham, another meteorologist tracking this storm, warned that Dallas could see up to 1 centimeter of ice and that the situation becomes treacherous very, very quickly. Kevin Oden, Dallas's Director of Emergency Management and Crisis Response, is telling residents to stock up on food, medicine, and supplies for 4 to 5 days. Let that sink in, 5 days. He told CNN that people need to prepare to shelter in place, possibly until Wednesday, and hold on while the weather passes. This is not an overreaction. During the 2021 ice storm in Texas, millions of people were left without power for days during freezing temperatures. Hundreds died. The cold. Meanwhile, in the northern states, the extreme cold is the killer. Wind chill temperatures below -50 degrees Fahrenheit, that is -45 degrees Celsius, are being recorded across the northern plains. Numerous low-temperature records are expected to be broken. At these temperatures, exposed skin can develop frostbite in less than 10 minutes. Hypothermia becomes a real risk if you are stranded or without heat. This is not just bundle up and you will be fine weather. This is the kind of exposure that can kill you. The travel chaos. And then there is the transportation nightmare. By Friday evening, over 4,200 flights scheduled for Sunday had already been canceled. Saturday saw nearly 2,900 cancellations. Airlines are proactively canceling flights to prevent aircraft, passengers, and crew from getting stranded. The hardest hit is Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport with over 1,100 canceled flights, and Dallas-Love Field with 180 cancellations. Even from Amsterdam's Schiphol Airport, KLM flights to Austin and Atlanta have been canceled. Roads are becoming impassable. The National Weather Service warns of extremely dangerous or impassable travel conditions due to ice accumulation. Now here's the question that should concern all of us. Why does this pattern keep returning? Why are we seeing these extreme winter events more frequently? It seems counterintuitive, right? Climate change means global warming. So should not winters be getting milder? Not exactly. Scientists have found that climate change can actually intensify winter storms and extreme cold snaps. Here's the simplified version. As the Arctic warms faster than the rest of the planet, it disrupts the polar vortex, that band of cold air that normally stays locked around the North Pole. When that system becomes unstable, Arctic air can plunge southward into regions that rarely experience it. The result is massive temperature swings, extreme cold reaching unusually far south, and winter storms that are more intense than historical norms. We are also seeing systems loaded with moisture become more common. Warmer air holds more moisture. When air heavy with moisture collides with extreme cold, you do not get a light dusting. You get heavy, wet snow and dangerous ice accumulation. This is not just theory. We saw the catastrophic Texas freeze in 2021. We are seeing it again now. Meteorologists are warning that this pattern is likely to continue. So what can Americans expect in the coming days? The storm is moving eastward, and major East Coast cities are about to feel the full impact. Boston could see between 12 and 17 inches of snow, with wind gusts up to 30 miles per hour and wind chill temperatures reaching -26 degrees Celsius. New York City is preparing for 10 to 14 inches of snow starting Sunday and lasting through Monday, with wind chills as low as -23 degrees Celsius. Mayor Zoran Mamdani calls this the largest snow response operation in the country, deploying thousands of sanitation workers, 700 salt spreaders, and 2,200 snowplows. Philadelphia, Baltimore, and Washington, D.C. are all in the crosshairs. In Washington, Mayor Muriel Bowser has requested National Guard vehicles to assist emergency services. The timeline looks like this. Heavy snow will continue moving through the southern Rockies and plains into the mid-Atlantic, reaching the Northeast on Sunday and Monday. The Arctic blast and sub-zero temperatures will persist through the weekend. Officials are warning that this could lead to widespread power outages lasting days, complete travel shutdowns in affected areas, strain on emergency services and hospitals, potential for injuries from slips, falls, and snow shoveling, risk of carbon monoxide poisoning if people use improper heating methods. If you are in the path of this storm, or you know someone who is, here is what experts say you need to do right now. Before the storm hits, do these key things. Stock up on non-perishable food, water, and medications for at least 4 to 5 days. Charge all devices and have backup power banks ready. Fill bathtubs with water in case pipes freeze. Bring pets indoors. Check on elderly neighbors and vulnerable community members. Have flashlights, batteries, and a battery-powered radio. If you have a fireplace, stock up on firewood now. During the storm, follow these safety steps. Stay indoors unless absolutely necessary. If you must travel, tell someone your route and your expected arrival time. Dress in layers if you go outside and cover all exposed skin. Avoid overexertion when shoveling snow. Physical strain can trigger heart attacks. Never use generators, grills, or camp stoves indoors. Carbon monoxide can kill. Keep cabinet doors open to let warm air reach pipes. Let faucets drip slightly to help prevent pipe freezing. If you lose power, take these actions to conserve heat. Close off unused rooms to conserve heat. Use towels or blankets to block drafts under doors. Wear layers, including hats, because you lose significant body heat through your head. Know the signs of hypothermia: shivering, exhaustion, confusion, and fumbling hands. If someone shows signs of frostbite, such as numbness or white or grayish skin, get them warm and seek medical help. New York Governor Kathy Hochul urged residents to work from home if possible, and to be extremely careful when shoveling because physical exertion in cold weather significantly increases heart attack risk. This storm is a wake-up call. We are watching over 170 million Americans face conditions that test the limits of our infrastructure, our preparedness, and our understanding of what normal winter weather looks like. The question is not whether this particular storm will pass. It will. Storms always do. The real question is, are we prepared for a future where events like this become more common, where the exceptional becomes routine, where once-in-a-decade storms start happening every few years? Texas thought 2021 was a freak occurrence. Now they are facing similar conditions again, just 4 years later. Climate scientists have been warning us that extreme weather events, not just hurricanes and heat waves, but also these intense winter storms, are likely to increase in frequency and severity. This storm might be a preview of winters to come. So here's my question for you. Do you think this is going to happen more often? Are we witnessing a fundamental shift in winter weather patterns, or is this just an unusually bad storm? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you have friends or family in the affected areas, share this video with them, because knowledge and preparation save lives. If you found this breakdown helpful, smash that like button and subscribe for more in-depth coverage of the extreme weather events shaping our world. Stay safe out there, everyone. And remember, when meteorologists say life-threatening conditions, they mean it. This is not the time to test your limits. I will see you in the next video. Stay warm.